So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we have in the upcoming week. You can see today is Monday. Basically, it's holiday in USA. We have high impact news from Japan. Tuesday, we have news from Australia and Europe. Wednesday, we have news from UK, Europe, USD, and Canada. Thursday, we have news from Australia, Europe, USA again. So yeah, basically, if you're running trades or if you're planning to take any trade, you need to follow the academic calendars because we have high impact news from UK, Australia, Europe, USA, and Canada. Let's see the chart. Let's start with the first one. What is GJ? Let's go on the weekly. On the weekly, we can see it's still really bullish. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row just pushing higher and higher. Let's see first thing what we can use on the weekly trend line from low to high. And basically the figure what we can use only this one, and you can see the price already passed the minus 68. So basically that's all on the weekly. It's not really helpful. On the daily, it's the chart looking a little bit better. But if you check the daily candle, is still extremely bullish. We can do the most recently trend line from low to high. Price really far from the trend line. Go from low to high, and you can see basically the price at the minus 68. So this level can be interesting if we find on the lower time frame some confirmation. So that's the daily 68. If the price make the first red candle, we can put the new Fibo from this low to this high, and probably the interesting level is the 61.80 or the 78.60. So before the daily 78.60 and the last high low level is not broken, it's still possible to continue higher. But at the moment we need to wait on the daily for the first red candle. So I'm just going down to the 4 hour. And let's have a look what we can find here. So the last leg, it's still really bullish. Can't really draw a nice trend line from low to high on the 4 hour. So I'm going to the 1 hour. That's the most recently. So if this level is broken, and this trend line is broken, we can expect some bigger pullback to the downside. So it is the Fibo 61.80. $60. And if it's still pushing higher, we can use these two levels for target. So this is the first scenario. The price just make the pullback to the 618 or the 7860. It's still possible continue higher. The other scenario, if the price broke the 7860 level, broke the trend line, and also is broke the last high-low level. We can expect the price continue to -27, and after it's make some bigger pullback to the upside and make the bigger push to the downside, basically on the 4-hour, on the 4-hour leg and to the 4-hour trend line. If the 4-hour trend line also broken, we can expect some bigger pullback from low to high. If we see the first red candle on the daily to the daily trend line. So at the moment, I think the best what we can do, we are waiting for the 1-hour move and the first red candle. With the first red candle closed, we can place the Fibo from low to high, and we can expect some pullback to the 1-hour trend line. And if the 1-hour trend line and the 1-hour low high-low level is still not broken, we can look for long. The other scenario, if the price broke the trend line and broke the last high-low level, and the price continued to 127, so we can expect some bigger pullback and the final move to the 4-hour 7860 or 4-hour 61.80. That's the true scenario on GBP GPY at the moment. For me, let's have a look what's going on the lower time frame. In the 50 minutes, you can see still create high highs, high lows, so it's not really helpful. On the 5 minute, you can see it's still respecting the last high-low level. So if the price broke the last high-low level and also broke this trend line, to the downside, we can expect the pullback first to the 1-hour 618 or 1-hour 7860, and after we will see what will be happening. If you want, you can try to take a short, and you need to scale once the price arrives to this level, to the 1-hour trend line, Fibo levels, and after these two levels it's broken, and the trend line and the last high-low level broken, we can expect the bigger push to the downside, so you can keep this short to running. Let's see, GBP. So GBP, this trend line is broken. It's not a question. The last what we can use before the trend line is broken, and basically you can see the price was really close to the 127 level. Trend line is broken, and also the last low high level it's broken. So we can say GBP in the bigger picture it's bullish. And now we can use another way of the Fibo from low to high. And the interesting level is if it's making some bigger pullback, it's 61.80 and the 7860.
I have a question. Can I ask a question?
I can't hear you.
Can I ask a question? I want to ask a
Let's pick up the microphone because maybe you are talking from very far. So I heard you want to ask something, but not really clear. So what is the question?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I want to say, why can't we
on the weekly for GBP/AUD. So I was thinking it was a bullish W.
This point. Okay.
My mic, I don't know. My phone is acting weird. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I'm saying, can't we say it is a bullish W and it's trying to continue to the downside?
You know, for me, the trend line has changed, the structure also broken, so I'm not looking to take a short. For me, the weekly, it's bullish.
Okay. Actually, I drew my trend line at first like this, and then later on, I don't know why I saw something, and then I felt like it was a bearish W it was trying to do, so I readjusted my trend line. That was last week, Friday.
Yeah. Just a second.
Hey, Bess.
Yeah, how are you?
Fine, too.
Yes, fine.
Here we have a low with this week, and here we have a low with the close of the candle. We consider this low lower than this low because we count for the close of the candle. Because
Yeah,
for me, I was seeing like a double top, double bottom.
for me, it's not double bottom. But
Hey, Bess.
actually, you can say that if you want, because it looks like the lows almost at the same level.
Yes, I drew my fib from that high, from the big bearish candle and the blue candle.
From here?
Yeah, from there to the low. And you see it's almost at 78.60.
Yes, almost. But it still doesn't tap. So for me, it's possible it's pushing higher and reject to 78.60 and make some bigger pullback before it's continue to the upside. But for me, you know, the trend line is broken, the structure is broken. So for me, GUP is bullish. And also, if you check the theme width, GUP is the most strongest. You see, not just on the daily, on the weekly and on the monthly too. So
Which site is this? Finis.
Finwidth. Yeah.
Finwidth. Okay.
And you see the GPY is really weak. Also
Okay.
much weaker. So yeah,
This is some cheat code.
this is just a little bit more confirmation. Okay, let's see. So this is the trend line on the daily. If I put the Fibo from low to high, you can see the price came back to the 61.80.
So Bess, we need to look to the close of the candles. So we consider this the low, this point, and this a new low.
Yes, but you know, it's basically it's fair to create the new lower high, so it's bullish.
All right.
And also, if you check the most recently structure, it still create higher highs and higher lows. So it also indicates it's bullish.
Okay.
So basically that's all. If you are in the trade or if you're looking to take a long, first target the previous high level, the second one is the daily minus 27, the third one is the weekly minus 27. Let's see the 4 hour. So yeah, what we can on the 4 hour, this looks like create higher highs and higher lows. This is the most recently trend line. Let's create the bullish M and the Fibo from low to high. You can see the price came back to the 61.80. So the final move minus 27 and minus 68. 27. Let's see, so what is possible now? If the price complete the move in the minus 27 or on the minus 68, we can wait for a pullback and we can take long position. And basically we can use that point, the most recently Fibo from low to high, this point or the higher point, and we can target basically the previous high level and after the daily minus 27 and the weekly minus 27 level. Now we can find similar scenario. Yeah, so basically this is what I'm expecting on GBP/USD. Price complete the move on the H4 minus 27, and after I'm waiting pullback and I'm waiting for the new high low level and the Fibo low to I618 or 7860 level, and after I'm looking to take a long position. That's all on GBP/USD. Let's see gold. Gold is really tricky still. So if we check the bigger picture, it's still looking bearish. Here is the pattern. Basically it was the pullback Friday, or sorry, last week. Looks like it creates bearish W. And if I use the most recently Fibo, you can see basically the price respected the 7860. So the final move this is the 27. This is the previous. No. Let's see the weekly. So if I put the Fibo from low to high, basically you can see the price not top the 7860. It was just really close to that level. Now if you check the daily Fibo, it also looks like matches perfectly. So I think it's still possible bigger pullback to the downside before it's continued to the upside. Also if you check the weekly structure, so it's still failed to create the last lower high, and it's create basically lower low, new lower high, and probably maybe pushing one more time to this level. Also, it matches with the bigger time frame trend line, and possible after it's continue higher. So for me, gold it's still bearish, and I think it will be continue down to this level. We have double Fibo confirmation. So this is what I'm waiting in the bigger picture. Let's see the lower one. So that's all on the daily. Down, up, down, up. So you see it's not question, it's creates lower highs and lower lows if you go from low to high. And if I check the fib trick, from low to high, basically we can see the minus 27, it's very close to the 7860 level. So I think possible the price continue to the downside, and after it's pushing higher and it's create the bullish W, and after continue lower. So 7860. And on our, we can find too many informations. So I think it's still possible pushing lower. Looks like it's consolidating now. So possible it's take out liquidity first. So the 127 also matches with the 7860. So first, let's complete the move here. And after, let's make the bigger pullback to the upside. So this is what I'm waiting on gold. I think possible a little bit push to the downside with the bigger pullback to the upside around 1833 and 1839 with the 61.8 and the 7860 on the H4, and after still the bearish move to the downside, we can use for first target the H4 minus 27 level. So you can see the minus 68 also matches perfectly with the daily previous low level, and after waiting the daily minus 27, what is matches with the weekly 7860. So that's all from gold. I'm waiting small push to the downside after bigger retracement to the upside, and after the big final move to down. Do you have any question from gold?
Hi, Benz.
Hey, how are you?
How are we doing? Can you show me that H4 7860 again, please? How you found it?
So repeat again, please.
Can you show me how to find the hour 4 7860? How you found that level?
This one?
Yeah. Please.
Basically, this is the opposite way. If you go from low to high on this leg.
Okay, the taller wick. Okay.
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Okay, let's see Euro USD. So if we check the bigger picture, it's still create higher highs and higher lows. the last we go from low to high, you can see the price came back to the 61.80 level. Let's go on the daily. Let's move the market up also on the 7860. Let's see. From high to low. So this figure also is looking really similar than gold. So the weekly 7 to 860 matches. Basically, this is the daily high to low minus 27 level. So we have double confirmation at this point, and you can see the price sitting at the 7 to 860 level. So I think possible also on Euro USD, still downside move, but we will see. Because also it's looking really bullish. If the price broke the last lower high level, we can say that the price changed direction from bearish to bullish. But if it's still close below and it's still respecting the 7 to 860,